What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold. And hypothetically, how would I go about putting $100,000 into the precious metals if I could? We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. I actually have a giveaway going on right now. Join before June 1st if you want to get entered, and you can also watch Sunday's video right now if you want to, and I had a brand new vlog that just came out this morning in the VIP Club. And of course, last but not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Saturday, May 28th, 2022. It's actually Monday the 23rd as I'm filming the video, and not only that, it's like 5:15 in the morning, which means I have no idea what the spot price of silver or gold will be by the time this video comes out. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So today, I wanted to talk about something very, very hypothetical related to the silver and the gold. If I had $100,000 in cash that I can throw into the metals, how exactly would I go about doing that? And as you can see on display right here, we have way less than $100,000 worth of silver and gold, but we have a nice little selection. We have a kraken down here at the bottom, a werewolf in the other corner. We have a maple, a kangaroo, a type 1 and a type 2 silver eagle. We have a couple of queen's beasts right here. We have a 10-ounce bull bar, a 1-ounce Westminster and American flag bar, a 5-ounce Aztec calendar round, a 5-ounce sunshine bar on top of a 10-ounce sunshine bar, which you can't even see, and some fractional gold over here, over to the side. So what I wanted to do today was talk about exactly how I would go about converting $100,000 into silver and gold. And before I even get into my answer, I want to pass the question off to you as well. If you can head on down to the comments and let me know, how would you go about putting $100,000 into silver and gold? Let's just say you're going for a walk in the park. It's a, I don't know, Wednesday afternoon. No one else is there. You're alone in the park. You find a bag. There's $100,000 in cash. You take it home, and you decide to only use it for precious metals. How would you go about making the conversion? All in on silver, all in on gold, 50-50, 25-75? And even more specifically, what particular pieces of silver and gold would you go after? So as for me, if I had $100,000 today to convert into silver and gold, I would, well, first, here's my actual answer, what I would ideally like to do. I'd put $25K into both silver and gold. I'd put $25K into the stock market. I'd put $25K into my business. And I'd put $25K toward a down payment on a house. That's what I would actually like to do. But the precious metal answer, I would have to go half and half. I would have to put $50K into silver and $50K into gold. Now, what I really want to say is that I would put 75 into silver and 25 into gold, because silver is, after all, my precious metal of choice, and I see way more growth potential there. But I think the wiser decision would probably be to go 75 gold and 25 silver, just because of how much space all of that silver would take up. So for the sake of the video and simple math, I'm just going to go 50-50. So at today's prices and premiums, 50K into silver should get me roughly 2,000 troy ounces. And 50K into gold should get me roughly 25 troy ounces. So first things first, when it comes to silver, I would probably have to do something that I've never done before. I think I would have to go and get some big blocks of silver. Now, I'm personally not a fan of anything above the 10-ounce denomination. I think it's a little bit less practical. I think it's far easier to work with smaller denominations, 10 ounce and under. But I'm not naive to the fact that you can dramatically break down the premiums by going after larger pieces of silver. And I'm talking about maybe some 100-ounce bars. Maybe I can get 2 of those, and then I'd probably get 4 50-ounce bars as well. And maybe even 4 20-ounce, and then maybe even 4 25-ounce silver bars on top of those. Just for the sake of minimizing premiums and being able to keep track of such a ridiculous amount of silver. So that's 500 of 1,000 ounces so far. The remaining 500 would probably have to be my typical way of going about stacking and what I actually prefer. I'm talking about some 10-ounce silver bars. I'm talking about some 1-ounce silver coins, maybe some rounds, maybe some bars, and guess what? A whole lot of 90% junk constitutional silver quarters, dimes, and half dollars. So half of the silver that I acquire would be the silver that I don't really prefer, and the other half would be the silver that I absolutely prefer. Because at the end of the day, silver is silver. It really doesn't matter. It's not really that serious. It's really not that deep. I'm not closed-minded to getting larger denomination pieces of silver if I have the opportunity to do so. One of the main reasons I don't stack 100-ounce silver bars is I in no way, shape, or form have the currency to get my hands on a 100-ounce silver bar. But even if I did, it just doesn't seem practical to me, and I would really prefer 10 10-ounce silver bars over one 100-ounce silver bar. That's just me. That's just my opinion. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. But then when it comes to gold, this is actually going to be pretty simple. 25 ounces of gold. First things first, I got to get a tube of 1-ounce gold buffaloes. Hands down my favorite gold coin on the planet. So that's 20 out of 25 ounces right then and there. The remaining 5 would be a single gold buffalo. That way I could just have it in my hand and just look at it. It's my favorite gold coin. I don't even own one. I'm on a mission to get one of those one day. So I would absolutely have to make that part of the goal that I'm getting with this ridiculous amount of hypothetical cash. On top of that, I would also have to get a 1-ounce gold Britannia. And I'm talking about a newer one. I'm talking about a 2021 or a 2022. That way it has that new security feature. I'm a huge fan of that right there. I would also have to get a 1-ounce gold maple leaf. Another one of my favorite pieces of gold. I love the gold maple leaf. I think it's a beautiful coin. I think it's beautiful in both silver and gold, but for some strange reason, I think it looks even better in gold than it does silver. On top of that, I would probably want to go after a Type 2 gold eagle. Now this is pretty interesting because that's another coin that I don't have either. When I talked about silver before, when it comes to the 1-ounce, the 5-ounce, the 10-ounce silver coins, rounds, and bars, and of course the 90%, I have all of that already. when it comes to the gold coins, the Britannia, the Maple Leaf, I have those as well. I don't have a Buffalo. And guess what? I don't have a Type 2 Eagle. I have a Type 2 Silver Eagle, but I don't have a Type 2 Gold Eagle. And I'd really like to get one. And being that $100,000 is just a random, arbitrary number I'm using for this hypothetical scenario video, I don't really think that I'm going to be able to get my hands on a Type 2 Gold Eagle, unless, of course, it's a fractional Gold Eagle. I'm not against going after a 1/4 ounce or maybe a 1/2 ounce Type 2 Gold Eagle. I would really like to get one. The design has really grown on me. I'm still not a fan of the Type 2 Silver Eagle, but hey, it is what it is. The Type 2 Gold Eagle, even though I'm not a big fan of change in general, I do actually like this design better. It's just a little bit more close up. The Type 1 Gold Eagle was just always a little bit too busy or a little bit too cluttered for me. You couldn't really appreciate what the design was because it was kind of distant in the background. There was just a lot of stuff going on, and they had to make the design small. That way they could fit everything in there. The Type 2 Gold Eagle, it's an up-close profile of the eagle's head, and I think it's just a beautiful coin. So I'd probably have to go after a 1 ounce Gold Eagle. If, of course, I had $100,000 to throw into the precious metals. And then finally, last but not least, a 1 ounce gold Krugerrand. I have a fractional gold Krugerrand, and I have a 1 ounce silver Krugerrand right here in my hand. Absolutely beautiful. And similar to what I said about the Maple Leaf, when I said the maple, I think it might actually look a little bit better in gold than silver, even though silver Maple Leaf is obviously a gorgeous coin as well. The Krugerrand, on the other hand, I would say 1,000%, hands down, looks better in gold than silver. Now, I'm not saying the silver Krugerrand is an unattractive coin. This is a beautiful coin as well, but I don't think there's any comparison there. I think the gold Krugerrand is just superior in terms of the way that it looks. Big fan of the gold Krugerrand, big fan of the silver Krugerrand, but aesthetically, I think the gold Krugerrand looks unbelievable. So that's how I would go about converting $100,000 into precious metals. And I understand, I was incredibly specific with my way of going about doing this. I actually broke it down, and I really wanted to think about it. I was like, I don't want to just come on here and say, hey, yeah, if I had $100,000, I'd put half into silver, half into gold, goodbye. That'd be boring. I wanted to break it down. And like I said, I want to pass the question off to you. What would you do if you had $100,000, whether it be earned or whether it just be found in the park? $100,000, and if you were to put 100% of it into precious metals, how would you go about doing so? All in on silver? All in on gold? Maybe 90-10? Maybe 75-25? Maybe 50-50, like what I'm saying? And then beyond that, if you were to break it down and be more specific, what are some of the dream coins, rounds, or bars that you would absolutely go after with your $100,000 in currency? I'm very curious, so head on down to the comments and let me know. But on top of that, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the hypothetical. $100,000. You might be thinking that's a lot of cash, because it is a lot of cash. Maybe not in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty confident that everybody watching my video right here, right now, $100,000 would change their life. It absolutely would. And $100,000 today is obviously not going to be the same as $100,000 in 10 years. But I was thinking about it. $100,000. Would it be the smartest to throw all of that in all in one go? Would it be the best decision financially to take that $100,000 and convert it into $100,000 worth of silver and gold ASAP? Or would it be a better decision, a more responsible decision, to do it over the course of, I don't know, maybe let's just say a year? Or maybe over the course of 6 months or something like that? And dollar cost average your way in. Which one would be the better decision? The answer would be, technically, according to history, lump sum investing, or I guess in this case, lump sum stacking, has proven itself to be better 9 times out of 10. People oftentimes make out way better by putting a large amount of cash into the markets as opposed to holding on to a majority of their cash and putting a little bit in at a time. So with $100,000, it would probably be the smartest to throw all of it in at once, or over the course of a short period of time, maybe 1 to 3 months or something like that. Not that it really matters at the end of the day, but it's just something to take into consideration. I don't think that's anything that a majority of us have to worry about or talk about or even really think about, because I don't know how many of us are ever going to have $100,000 cash just sitting there for precious metals exclusively. Many of us dollar cost average our way in, but you want to know why that is? It's because we need to. We don't have any other option. We don't have any other choice. When it comes to investing or when it comes to stacking, many of us, or I would assume probably all of us, are regular average Joes, working class normal people. We don't have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars coming in every single month that we can do as we please with. Some of us, we'd be lucky to have an extra $100 at the end of the month. In which case, some of us take that $100 and go and get maybe 4 ounces of silver with it. It might not seem like very much, but guess what? It adds up over time. If you're able to do that every month over the course of a year, again, it might not seem like a whole lot, but that right there is 48 ounces of silver. Doesn't sound like very much. It's not a mountain of silver, it's just a small pile of silver. But guess what? You know what else it is? It's a start. We all start somewhere. We all have to work our way up to 48 ounces of silver before we can make our way to 50 or 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000. Small steps in the right direction eventually take you to where you want to go. And many of us dollar cost average our way in, and that's just the process. We're only able to get a small amount of silver or a small amount of gold or invest a small bit every month. That's how I go about doing it. I make my monthly contributions in a couple of different ways. One of those ways is into silver. And if possible, I try to do it twice a month. But as of lately, it's just incredibly hectic over here. I don't really have the ability to make my way to the local coin shop too many times a month, but I try to make sure to get there at least once a month. Just pick up some 90%. That's where I can get the best bang for my buck right now. That's where I have found the lowest possible premiums. For you, it might be elsewhere. For you, it might be on the generic silver rounds or bars. In which case, by all means, go after the generic rounds or bars. If 90% silver is your preference, but you find lower premiums elsewhere, it doesn't matter. Go after the lower premiums. Or pay the higher premiums and get what you want. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. But for me personally, I'm only lasered in on what I can get the best bang for my buck on. I want to get as much silver for my currency as possible. I want to get as many troy ounces for my dollars as I can. And right now, at this point in time, the best bang for my buck, or the best deal I can get, is on that 90% junk constitutional, mostly Washington quarters nowadays. So that's just what I go after. And I dollar cost average my way in, because I don't have any other way of going about it. I don't have the cash to do any of that lump sum stacking. Similar could be said about gold. In fact, I don't even get gold on a monthly basis. I have a separate cash fund specifically for gold, and I'm working on building that up right now. I'm saving up for my next piece of gold, and I have a very strong feeling my next piece of gold will be a much larger piece of gold than I'm used to. I'm saving up right now, so we'll see. But point being is that I get a little bit at a time. I can't go and get 2,000 troy ounces of silver today. I can't even go and get 200 troy ounces of silver today. I can't get 25 ounces of gold today. I can't even get 1 ounce of gold today. I save up, little by little by little. I work my way in. I chip away at the ultimate long-term goal, which is just to turn the pile of silver into a whole mountain of silver and gold. Little bit at a time, small steps in the right direction will eventually take me to where I want to go. And at the same time, dollar cost averaging really helps out with evening out the price you pay. See, I've gotten a lot of silver at $14, $15 an ounce. I got a lot of silver at $27, $28 an ounce. I got a lot of silver at $20 an ounce. It all averages out, it all evens out, it all makes sense in the long run. So I'm personally not too worried about what the grand total out the door price tag is that I pay, because I know when silver goes down, I'll get some more. When silver goes up, I'll still get some more. It'll all average out in the long run. That's my personal belief. Not a financial advisor. Nothing I've ever said on this channel is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based on your conclusions, not mine. I'm just documenting what I'm doing. I'm just documenting my experiences and my silver and gold stacking journey. And at the end of the day, this video was just intended to be some hypothetical scenario. So again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, if you found $100,000 and you were to put it entirely into silver and gold, how would you go about doing so? 50-50, 90-10, 100-0? And on top of that, even more specifically, what silver and what gold would you go after and why? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month. Join before June 1st if you want to get entered. You got 3 days left. Live streams multiple times a week. Deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. You can watch Sunday's video right now if you want to. And I just posted a brand new vlog, which is what I do every Saturday morning. You're definitely going to want to go and watch that. And there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2, they bumped it up to 6 for a limited time only, so capitalize on that while you can, and you can deposit any amount. Even if it's as little as a penny, it still works. You still get your free stocks. If you refer one friend to the app by June 6th, they're going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks. This is part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. And of course, if you refer 2 friends, by the end of the month, 3 days left, they're going to give you either a free share of Starbucks, Apple, or Google. It's completely random. You get what you get and you don't get upset, but you win no matter what because you're still getting something out of it. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver or maybe some gold if that's what you want. We just talked about finding $100,000. You're probably not going to get $100,000 worth of stocks, but you're still going to get something out of it. So Webull link in the description. Time is running out. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? What are your thoughts on my way of hypothetically breaking down $100,000 to put into silver and gold? What are your thoughts on the fact that I would go, at this time, I believe, 50-50 on silver and gold? What are your thoughts on my idea of putting some of that cash into larger denominations, 100 ounce, 50 ounce, 25 ounce silver bars? Something that I personally am not really a fan of, but I understand the pros there. And then, of course, putting quite a bit of it into 10 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 ounce, and of course some 90% silver coins. And then obviously the other half would go into gold. I'd get a whole tube of gold buffaloes, and then I'd get a loose gold buffalo. I would get a gold Britannia, gold maple, gold type 2 eagle, and a gold Krugerrand. What are your thoughts on some of my picks? And then when it comes to you, if you had $100,000 to put into silver and gold today, how would you go about doing it? All in on silver, all in on gold, 50-50, some other way of doing it? And then, of course, when it comes to the specifics, what silver coins, rounds, and bars would you go after? What gold coins, rounds, and bars would you go after? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.